Well, this all looks very pretty, doesn't it? In fact, this particular plant often seems to get used on Countryfile as one of the little bit of kind of foreground floral interest in some of the camera work. But it's Ragwort, and although it's actually quite good for the bees, in fact down there, you can actually see there's a bee taking nectar off it, by the look of it. Although it's actually quite good for the bees, well, they don't mind it, it's really bad for horses and deer and things like that. It's actually, if you pull it out yourself, it's a bit of a skin irritant as well, it can be. And if you leave it in and horses eat it, then it can give them all sorts of problems. It can actually cause them death if they have enough of it. And really, you shouldn't really let it take hold too much. So I'm going to try and pull it out as much as I can, but then you have to put it into a bag and dispose of it in landfill, or you can burn it. But what you shouldn't really do is let it just wilt on the ground, because if it wilts on the ground, the horses and animals can eat it without really realising what it is, and that can be really, really bad for them. So I feel quite sad about pulling this stuff out, considering there's actually bees I can see on it right now, but I think I might have to do it. And actually, if you look at this one here, you can sort of see where something looks like it's already nibbled the top off. So something is probably eating it already, and that's why I want to take it out. We've got quite a lot of deer on the grounds, which will not be very healthy if they eat too much of this. When you start to look, there's actually quite a lot of it around. So I'm going to wander around the site and collect a lot in. These yellow flowers are not ragwort, so I don't need to pull these up. So I've just come outside the bee compound, and there's some out here as well. And I just looked further up the road, and there is loads up here as well. So it's going to be a bit of a never-ending job trying to pull it all out, but I'll do a bit. Because it's quite an irritant, I'm going to wear a mask and goggles to prevent any pollen stuff going into my eyes, and I'm also going to wear gloves while I pull it up. Okay, so you have to try and pull it up right from the roots and get all the roots out, which might be a bit tricky, but oh, there we go. Well, there's one out. Put that in the plastic bag. One bag is very nearly full already, and I've only done this little bit and I haven't touched up here. I got further up this access road, and there's loads and loads of it. Huge chunks. And also, there's a tree that's fallen across the road fairly recently. Oh, and there's more of it the other side. Back at the main compound now, and I filled one plastic bag, but rather stupidly I only brought one plastic bag. So I need to get rid of that in the skip. That will go to landfill. Here's the skip. There we go, good shot. And I will have to go and get some more plastic bags. But I don't think you need to see that.